Thank you very much for joining me again for Amazon Sellers News. My name's CJ Rosenbaum. I am one of the two founding partners of Rosenbaum Familar, the law firm behind AmazonSellersLawyer.com, which I am almost 100% certain the largest depository of free information, free articles, free webinars, free videos, free books, free information for sellers anywhere on earth. I believe we have more information for Amazon sellers than even Amazon. Okay, so today's breaking news stories, and what I want you to do is to make sure you stay tuned to the very, very end when I talk about related account suspensions. First thing are IP suspensions. Actually, I want to just describe them as intellectual property reinstatements. IP complaints, rights owner complaints, and rights owner reinstatements. What we're starting to see a lot of, thank you very much for the thumbs up, are multiple complaints coming from the same company, multiple emails sending in complaints. We're seeing where they're coming in on multiple ASINs. So the way we are treating them and the way we are getting those complaints retracted successfully is by treating them together. It's one company, both protecting the brand, even though it's different ASINs, could be different product lines, but by treating them simultaneously and writing to both complainants at the same time. Then we're getting retractions where we're showing that third-party sellers are not violating anyone's intellectual property rights. There's no violation of any rights owners' rights under U.S. intellectual property law, and we're getting retractions. When we cannot get retractions, then we're going to notice dispute. And I also want every seller to know about DMCA, Digital Millennium Copyright Act counter notices if you are falsely accused of violating copyright interests. Okay, the second story also has to do with intellectual property rights because we deal with these issues every single day of the week. And if you've talked to any consultant out there about dealing with your intellectual property issues, you shouldn't. Intellectual property right issues should be addressed solely and exclusively by a law firm or a lawyer. I know we are the absolute best out there, but nobody who's not a lawyer should be messing around at all when it comes to intellectual property rights. Okay, the second breaking news story also has to do with intellectual property right issues. It's more and more spoof emails asserting IP complaints. So the way we are winning reinstatements every week, week over week, and we're getting more and more reinstatements, is when you have a spoof email, send a notice to that email address explaining why you're not violating anyone's intellectual property rights. That requires a legal analysis. We send it out. When the email gets kicked back, because it's a spoof email, save that as a screenshot. Thank you very much for the thumbs up again. Save that as a screenshot. You're going to work that into your notice dispute. Now, you also need to check uspto.gov. This is what we do. This is how we win these cases every single week. Look to see who is the rights owner, who owns those intellectual property rights. And you're going to find often that the email address or the name is entirely different than the spoof email address that was sent to you. Now, you want to do a screenshot of that also, because eventually you're going to use that to go to notice dispute or the Bezos team. So this is how we win intellectual property right suspensions, whether it's your account suspension or a listing suspension. Every single week, we're just seeing an increase in these things, and that's why it's part of breaking news story. Now, I wanted to talk to you about related accounts a bit today. Related accounts are difficult cases to win, but they are not impossible. Our team here of college-educated paralegals, monitored and supervised by a full team of 5 lawyers, and we have a 6th one who took the bar. And I know RJ, I know you passed. He should be admitted sometime around January, February. But what we are seeing is that you can get your accounts back. You work towards getting the violation that knocked out the first one, and then you work towards getting that first account reinstated. So when it comes to related account suspensions, it is vital. It's breaking news today, because as Q4 gets closer and closer and closer, there are a lot of sellers out there who are opening up additional accounts, trying to get more shelf space. And I am not against doing that. I think For some sellers, it's absolutely awesome to have more than one account, but you have to balance that against the risk of getting nabbed and all the accounts going down. So what you gain is diversity, what you lose is an additional risk. So what you do is you want to address the original cause of that first account going down. If it's an IP issue, get that complaint withdrawn. If it's some other seller's issue, a high ODR rate, a used sold as new, an inauthentic, whatever it is, you want to address that with a really well-written, persuasive plan of action, get that account reinstated, and then work on the others. Okay, if you'd like to learn more about how we can help you with IP complaints, rights owner complaints, how we get them retracted every single week and get sellers reinstated, contact us for a free consultation. If you want to learn more about related accounts and how we can help you learn what we know and also identify what we're not sure about how Amazon catches you, and also how we get sellers back on every single week who get caught with related accounts, call us also for a free consultation. 8779-sellers, 8779-sellers. Also, if you've learned anything about how to handle IP issues, how to handle rights owner issues, please like this video, please share this video, and please join me again tomorrow morning for Amazon Sellers News.